start, let us recite Umul Kitab Al-Fatihah to gain barakah. Okay, my name is Norlini Ninam Putri binti Junurham. Okay, and I am from Department of Library and Information Science, and I will be your moderator for today. Before we begin, I want to remind a few things. Today's session is being recorded to be available for viewing post-conference. Right? The session also is live streaming through Zoom and YouTube channel. Tentatively, the duration for this talk is 1 hour. Right, including question and answer. We will start with presentation by the speaker and then followed by question and answer session. Sorry. So during the presentation, please keep yourself muted, turn off your microphone. Right. If you have any question for the speaker, you may raise your hand and turn on your microphone. Also, please identify yourself and you may proceed with asking question. Or you also can put your question in the chat features in Zoom meeting or YouTube channel. Right? I'll read your question during question and answer session as time permits. Attendance link can be found at the chat box. Okay, please register your attendance. Okay, so this event is being organized by Department of Library and Information Science in conjunction with 30th anniversary celebration. It's called Connection at the LIS. All right, so now we move to our main agenda. Okay, the title for today's talk is Research Support Services During Pandemic Period, Open Science Initiative and Research Data Management. All right, so our speaker for today's event is Madam Cik Ramlah, Cik Jaafar. Okay, so let me read her biography. Okay, Madam Cik Ramlah, Cik Jaafar received her bachelor degree in Sains Pengajian Maklumat specializing pengurusan Pusat Sumber Maklumat at University Teknologi Mara, UiTM, in 2002 and further her master study in 2014. Okay, upon finishing her degree, she started working at Taylor College in 2005 and later moved to University Science Malaysia in the same year. Okay, her working experience is more than 17 years, okay, particularly related to the research support and references. All right, so she also received several awards and acknowledgements such as Best Paper Award, and then Data Stewardship for Open Science Training Program Series in 2020, okay, by Academy of Sciences Malaysia, and many more great achievements. So without further ado, let us welcome our speaker, Madam Cik Ramlah Cik Jaafar, to begin with her talk. The floor is yours, Madam Cik Ramlah. Okay. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, thank you very much, Dr. Leni, as a moderator today. So let me share the screen first. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, so can you see my screen, Dr. Leni?
Yes.
Okay, so let me continue. Okay, so thank you everyone for attending the sharing session this morning, and also thank you to the moderator for inviting me to the sharing session. And I think it's not too late to wish Eid Mubarak to everyone. Okay, so related to sharing session, the topic is about research support services that USM Library offer during pandemic, and it is focusing more on open science and also research data management initiative. Okay, so to make sure that initiative that I have mentioned earlier is run smoothly. So this is our team. Okay, they are from Research Data Management Division. Okay. All right, so for your information, our main focus or core business is, of course, the first one related to managing USM data publication. And we also, at the same time, supporting open science initiative at national level. And at the same time, inculcate the good practices of research data management among USM researchers and also students. Okay, let me start with the introduction for so for your information, during the pandemic period, which started in March 2020, as you can see on the screen, we can see that library building or library operation is on off. Okay, there are times where we need to close the library building, and there are times that we can open, but it is limited access, okay, for USM and students only. Okay, and as you can see on the screen, there are also what we do, okay, during the library building close, we make sure that there is no fines incurred, okay, for the borrowers, okay, and we make sure all the transactions and services goes online, okay, right. Okay, so for these services that we offer during the pandemic, okay, the timetable is to show you what is the different, how we serve to users before pandemic and also during the pandemic. Okay, so for the services related to collection, before this we do it physically, okay, face to face and also online, okay. But in during the pandemic in 2020, everything goes online only, and only started last year. There is a physical or face to face with the users, but it is limited, and at the same time we also do it online. Okay, for the next services, for circulation services, okay, circulation is for returning and borrowing. Okay, so before this, we do it physical and also online. Okay, but during the pandemic, there's no loan. Okay, and for the books that being borrowed, there's no fine incurred. They have to borrow only online, where they have to fill up the form and only come to the library to collect the books by appointment. Okay, and for the books that they already borrowed before that, they may return it by post. Okay, and the next services, which is related to interlibrary loan, document delivery services for articles, and also PPV. Okay, PPV is stand for pay per view services. Okay, and before the pandemic, we do it both also lah, hybrid, physical and also online. Okay, but during the pandemic, there's no interlibrary loan at all. This is for books. Okay, but for document delivery services for articles, okay, this is the services where when users request for articles from USM, so the requester is from USM and also outsiders. Outsiders is only for Perpu members. Okay, so we still offer these services, and we provide the articles through email. Okay, and as for pay-per-view services, this is the services for the users who request the articles which is not in the library USM subscription. Okay, so what we do to fulfill the request from users, we will buy that particular articles and supply to them. Okay. Okay, now is for research support. Okay, so just now is the overall services from USM Library lah, what we serve for users. Okay, so now is for research support services. Okay, so research support services, we make sure it is continuously served, okay, to the users, and we also take this period as a challenge for us to create a new initiative to the users. Okay, so before the pandemic, we did provide a few services related to research support. Okay, the first one is hybrid training. Okay, we do it face-to-face and online. We also have hybrid research consultations with the USM researchers and also students. We did provide a MOOC. Okay, MOOC is a massive open online course, okay, where we provide modules, and we part in the MOOC, which is using open learning platform. And for the time being, we have one module related to Jom Cari. Okay, Jom Cari is the modules which is it is compulsory for all the new students come to USM. They need to attend these courses. Okay, as before this, they have to come to the library, and library and SFAC, we have to teach them. Okay, but since we have more students may attend the courses on their own, and this MOOC is have the things like you will get the badge when you finish the course. Okay, it also have the flipped classroom criteria where students have to attend or answer the test or quiz on their own to finish the courses, and at the end of the module, they have to get the sort of online certificate and prove to the faculty or to us that they already attended the course. Okay, and we also provide online learning, which is related to e-guides and webinar videos to the users. Okay, so during the pandemic, okay, in 2020, okay, we still offer the services, okay, like before, but we introduce new services such as can be seen on the screen. We provide most of the content in terms of online, okay, in online form, and we part in the USM Library TV YouTube. Okay, so all the students and researchers, they can find all the webinar training, guides, recorded classes, and etc. in the USM Library TV YouTube. Okay, and another new initiative related to research support is we introduce a library research ambassador. Okay, this is where we collaborate with the USM students. Okay, we find students who have the expertise in any topic related to research, and then we organize a webinar, and there will be a webinar and a sharing session, which is we open to all the USM communities. Okay, and another one, we also offer or provide COVID-19 online resources. Okay, this is during 2020, and in last year, okay, we provide the same services, but we also in the process to produce or provide a micro credential. Okay, micro credential is where we are in the planning to provide one program related to information literacy skills, and this kind of modules will be breaks into six small modules for the students or users to attend. Okay, so that is micro credential. So in the micro credential, other criteria is same like a MOOC. Okay, where it also will have a badge, flipped classroom criteria. They will get a certificate at the end of the courses, and also it is also using open learning platform. Okay. Next is the services related to research data management. Okay, overall, yeah, sorry. Okay, so for the services related to research data management, before this, we only focusing on managing USM publication, which is for audit purposes. Basically, it is for MIRA. MIRA stands for Malaysia Research Assessment Instrument. Okay, but during the pandemic in 2020, we implement or introduce a few new initiatives. As can be seen on the screen, the first one is to strengthen researcher profile at Directorate of Expertise USM. The second one, we provide journalists, okay, based on a subject where we part at our research data management portal. This is to help researchers and postgraduate students on how to publish in the impact journals only. Okay, so we provide the list for them. Okay, the next one is we keep on create awareness on research data management, where we provide all the info related to this in the portal that we have. And the last one is we still provide the training and workshop related to RBM online. Yeah. Okay, and in last year, we provide another new initiative, which is, we call it Open Science Initiative. I will explain about these two more details after this. Okay, the first one is about Open Science Initiative. Okay, let's start with the definition. Okay, open science is related to extending the principles of openness to the whole research cycle. Okay, based on cooperative work and new ways of diffusing knowledge through digital technologies and collaborative tools. So actually there are few more or several definitions related to open science, but this is the one that defined by European Commission 2016. Okay, so to go a bit more details, okay, under the open science umbrella, there are as you can see on the screen, open notebooks, open data, open peer review, open access, open source, citizen science, open educational resources, and also scientific social network. So all this is under open science umbrella. So if we implement activities or do any collaboration, okay, or training on all these criteria, it is considered that we are supporting open science initiative. Okay. So for the time being in USM, we already organize a few things or a few activities related to open data, open access, and also citizen science. Okay. All right. So as we see the definition before this, okay, this is what is meant by open research. Okay, so as can be seen on the screen, all the research stages or research life cycle, every stages must have the open science criteria. Okay, starting from the hypothesis until the data or research is being reused. Okay, so every stages will have the criteria to support or to make it open. Okay. All right, so let me share about the open science movement in Malaysia scenario. Okay, so currently, okay, for the time being, in Malaysia to support open science, MASTIC, okay, MASTIC, and also ESM, Academy of Science Malaysia, is implementing MOSP, or Malaysia Open Science Platform, okay, with the objective to collect all the Malaysia's research data in one platform. Okay, so the member of Malaysia Open Science Platform is, as you can see on the screen lah, okay, ASM, MSTIC, Mampu, MOH, MyRun. Okay, MyRun is from 5 research university and also ISC ROAP. So all these are the members in Malaysia Open Science Platform. And pilot project that MOSP is doing, the first one is to link or to harvest all the research data from all these 5 RUs. Okay, and this is the MOSP focus area. Okay, so MOSP focus area, the first one is to develop one national guidelines on open science. Okay, they also have to encourage or strengthen capacity building and awareness in Malaysia, where they have to train 200 data stewards by last year. Okay, and also to reach 500,000 people and raise awareness lah about open science. And the last focus area is regarding infrastructure, where they have to develop one platform for raw research data sharing also by last year lah. Okay, and it's still ongoing lah. Okay. All right. So in USM, or specifically USM Library, what we do to support this national agenda is we send USM librarian to attend a train of trainers, okay, to get the certification from Academy Science Malaysia and also MOSTI. Okay, so this TOT can be divided into 2, open science skills and also data stewardship. Okay, so these 2 modules is to train and equip data stewards lah with competencies and expertise. Okay, in data stewardship for open science. Okay. All right, so in USM, for the first batch, we send 6 librarians, okay, and also 4 researchers, okay, consists of lecturers and also research officers, okay. And for second batch, we send another 4 librarians and also researchers lah, okay. Okay, next what we do is, since Open Science Initiative is new, which is started in USM, it started in 2021, or to be specific, in at the end of 2020. So what we did is we start with the awareness program. Okay, so for the awareness program, the first thing that we do is we organize symposium on open science at USM, where we invite Prof. Dr. Abrizah and also Dr. Nozatil from MOSP. Okay, they are from Malaysia Open Science Platform lah. Okay, this is to raise awareness lah among the USM researchers and also students. So this is we open to USM communities only, and the latest one last month, okay, we organized USM Open Science Talk Series 1, okay, Bual Bicara Sains Terbuka, which is we invite researchers who do the research in certain topic, and the researchers will share about the contribution of the research that they do, what is the contribution to the communities and also the world lah. Okay. Okay. Other than for USM communities, we did do the sharing and also receive the invitation lah from outside. The first one is sharing about Perakan Sains Terbuka di USM, bagaimana penerimaan penyelidik lah. Okay, this is open to all, and also webinar on open science awareness lah to other university, like this one is for UITM lah. Okay, other than that, still for awareness program, we did collaborate with the vendors or suppliers lah, like Elsevier and also Wiley. Okay, so we collaborate with them to organize the workshop for the researchers and also USM students. Right, and next, okay, we also organize a few open science webinar series, which is the topic is related to open science and also research data management. We invite a few speakers from the universities that we try to benchmark, okay, like from Leiden University, Hong Kong University Libraries, okay, from Head of Engagement Fitshare, and also the latest one is from NTU Singapore. Okay, so this kind of a program or webinar we open to all, okay, in Malaysia. Okay, and the latest one is we established one steering committee on open science, which is chaired by Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research and Innovation, and a library will be the secretariat, okay, to make sure that all the activities plan related to open science will run smoothly. And under the steering committee, there will be 4 jawatankuasa kecil penggerak, okay, to make sure all the activities plan will run smoothly lah by all these particular committee ataupun jawatankuasa kecil. Okay, so the next one is related to RDM initiative. Okay, so before I proceed, let's take a look what is the definition of RDM lah. Okay, so RDM as defined by White A and Text J2011, research data management is related to how you look after your data throughout your project. Okay, so it will cover all the stages in doing the research. Okay, for example, plan, collect the data, organize data, manage, store, how to make sure the data will be secure, how you back up the data, how you're going to preserve the data, and the last one, how you're going to share the data, follow the or according to legal, statutory, ethical, and also funding body requirements. Okay, so that's the definition about research data management. And also research data management is one of the criteria lah under Open Science Initiative actually. Okay, so for your information, this is the research data types. Okay, so all this is also considered research data types, and all these research data, different field of research will produce different kind of research data. So as you can see on the screen, research data can be in text, can be in image, can be in code, okay, a spreadsheet, presentation, PowerPoint also can be the research data, and etc. Okay, video, audio. Okay, so all this research data must be managed correctly lah. Okay. Okay, why research data management is important? Okay, as you can see on the screen, these are the benefits lah if you manage the research data comprehensively. Okay, so the first one, you will have it will help researchers to meet funders' requirement, okay, as well as university and also industry requirement. Okay, the second one, data that you produce at the end of the research will be more accurate, complete, authentic, and reliable, okay, as per good research practice. Okay, and of course, another benefit is it will encourage research integrity and also research replication. Okay, data will be more secure and also it will minimize the risk of loss, okay, of the data. Okay, the next benefit is, of course, it will increase efficiency where in the research you can save more time and also resources. Okay, where as we know that there are research that will be using the same sources or resources. Okay, and the last one, data that being managed comprehensively will be available for researchers' own future use. Okay. All right, so this is to show you an example what is the funders requirement that I mentioned earlier. So as you know that in the research, there will be a funded research. Okay, so usually many prominent funding agencies already adopted policies, okay, that embrace elements of open science. So among the prominent funding agencies are NIH, okay, National Institutes of Health, ERC, okay, and also European Commission Framework Horizon. Okay, so all these prominent funding agencies already include the elements of open science, which is related to share the data in their policy. Okay. Okay, the second one is publishers' requirement. Okay, for the researchers who going to publish their publication research output. Okay, in terms of publication, when they are going to publish in a certain journal, so there are publishers who already require researchers to share the data. Okay, so basically you will find it under data availability. Okay. All right, so what happened or how to see the data that being shared by the researchers in their publication? Okay, later on, when you find the articles in any platform or databases, okay, let's say when you downloaded one PDF articles, okay, you will see, for example, for this particular title, you will find it under data availability. Okay, so for the researchers who share their data, okay, they need to declare where they keep the data in terms of the link like this. Okay, for example, this particular researcher share their data in the Figshare. Okay, so they need to provide the link like this. Okay, so for other researchers who need to see the data or to use the data, they just need to click this link. Also, it will encourage the researchers to cite this research later on, and also it will encourage collaboration among the researchers. Okay, as for Mendeley data, okay, if the researcher keep the research data in Mendeley data, okay, you can see the link or the data that they share under data set. Okay, it will be showing like this lah. So basically, other researchers who need to use the particular data, they can straight away download from here. Okay, but remember, all the data is being shared. Researcher will attach the license together with it. Okay, for example, this particular data, it is under the CC BY 4.0. Okay, so you are responsible for the data that you are using lah. Okay. All right, so this is actually the research data repositories lah. Okay, actually, if you do the search in the internet, there are many more repositories or open repositories available for the researchers to share their data. Okay, so among the famous one lah, I can say Fitshare, Mandela Data, Dryad, Zenodo, and this is the USM institutional repositories. We use ePrint. So in our website, we did promote or provide the steps on how to upload or share their data or publication in our repository. We call it repository at USM. Okay. All right. So another initiative to help in terms of awareness among the researchers and also students in USM, we did provide RDM website where we put all the info related to open science and research data management. So researchers and students will find all the info here in one platform. Okay. We also provide a publication guide for them. Okay, so in the website, we also provide a step for them on how to upload the data in a few platforms. For example, Fitshare, Mandela Data, and also Zenodo. So they can refer all this steps on their own, and they also may contact us through our formal email. Okay. All right. We also provide the steps on how to use data management planning or DMP. So DMP is actually a tools on how to guide researchers when they are doing research, how to manage their data throughout the research. So this DMP will become the tools for them to make sure that data that they the end of the research will be take care more comprehensively lah. Okay, so this tool will guide them lah. Okay, and we also provide DMP for them to download and also use it later on for free lah. Okay. Okay, it's a bit slow actually, sorry. Okay, other than that, we also did a survey on research data management. Okay, this is actually to see the current practice on research data management among USM researchers. Okay, so we do it through a quick survey. Okay, and also interview face-to-face and also Skype with the researchers. Okay, and we make sure all the researchers is taken from all the subject field lah. Okay, all right. So this is the interview activities that we do lah. So we reach all the researchers that we already contacted. Okay, and we go to all the branches lah in USM. This is main campus. This is Kelantan, Kubang Krian, and also this IPPT lah. Okay. All right. So findings that we get from the survey, it can be concluded that most of the researchers still have low awareness lah regarding the data sharing benefits. And also in terms of organizing their data, their research data, they are still not aware lah, all the online platforms and also software that can be used lah in managing their research data. So the benefits that we get from this kind of survey is we can plan what are the services needed for the researchers in USM. Okay, so another initiative, we still provide training and workshops related to research data management and open science. For example, as can be seen on the screen, we did a training on research data repositories. Okay, so the training, we teach them on how to use FitShare, DataSite, Zenodome, Mandela Data, and GitHub. Okay, we also did the sharing session in USM for the researchers lah. Okay, this is related to research data management and also managing their data related to Myra. Okay, and also publishing tools. Okay, so we did the sharing sessions and also guide the researchers in USM lah. Okay, other than that, okay, so this is another two sharing session. Other than that, we also do the sharing sessions outside USM lah. This is related to research data management with UIA also last year. And this is we presented in the meeting, okay, with COAR Asia Open Access. Okay, we do it last year. Okay, so other than that, we still add or strengthen our content related to research data management in our USM Library TV. So during the pandemic and also even right now, we still updating our content so that for the researchers who choose not to come to the library, they still have to refer all the info related to RDM and Open Science lah through USM Library TV. Okay, and actually this is the last one. Okay, we also provide personalized services. So this is actually just started in this year. Okay, so all these personalized services that we provide is with the objective to help researchers in their research and also publication. Okay, the first one is journal verification for publications. Okay, so sometimes before they publish, they need to know whether that journal is having an impact, having a quartile 1, 2, 3, and 4, and also whether the journal is in the predatory list or blacklisted journals or not. So we will verify for them. The second one is we did provide the or fulfill the request lah from the schools or researchers to get only the index journals. Okay, index journals meaning journals in the few platforms such as Scopus, Web of Science, and also MyScience lah, with quartile information for them. Okay, we did also fulfill the request for merging their ID in Scopus. Okay, we did provide on-demand training on research data management. Okay, so we receive permohonan lah, okay, request from the schools to provide the training on research data management for their researchers or lecturers. Okay, we did also collaborate with the Elsevier and Clarivate lah on Research Made Easy webinar series. Okay, so we provide this every month to the USM communities. And the last one is consultation. As for the time being, is still online lah, because most of the researchers is already we can say that comfortable, okay, to work with a new norm right now. So they just need to fill up the form and choose the date to have the consultation with us lah. Okay. All right, so to conclude my presentation today or sharing session, in the pandemic period, we try to give the best lah to ensure the continuity of services to the USM communities. Okay, and all the service delivery is strictly under new norm. Okay, and we make sure most of the services is online. Okay, and the most important thing during the pandemic, we take it as a challenge and also opportunity for us to offer more new initiative to the users. Okay, so with that, I end my presentation. Thank you everyone for listening. So anything later on, if you have a question, which is maybe I can't answer by today, you may email to us lah or reach us as you can see on the screen lah. So thank you everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So I pass to Dr. Lemi.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Cik Ramlah. All right. So I would say thank you very much for the excellent presentation. All right. So if you have any question for Madam Cik Ramlah, you may raise your hand or add them in the chat features in the conference or in YouTube channels. Yeah. And let me just check in the chat box if there is any. Yeah, we got one here. All right. Okay, I will read for this question. Yeah. The first one. Okay. Assalamualaikum, Madam Cik Ramlah. I'm Alia. As far as I know, open science is still new in Malaysia. May I know the progress of implementing open science in academic community? Maybe in USM community specifically. And then, are there any good feedbacks? And are there any challenges while implementing open science, since open science is to promote openness in the research process? Yeah, we would say that there are 3 questions here.
Right, thank you. I try to answer this question first. I think this is good questions. Everywhere you go, when you do the sharing about this, you will get this particular questions lah. Okay, so actually, as you know, yes, open science initiative is still new in Malaysia. So what I can share is only in USM lah, okay, because we are the only division who supporting, for the time being, supporting open science initiative. Okay, for your information, yes, there are challenges that we face at the beginning, okay, and we just started this initiative in end of 2020, so it's still new lah, okay. So for the year 2021, what we do is, as I presented earlier, what we do is we are focusing on awareness only. Okay, since we know that most of the researchers will refuse, especially on openness lah in the research process, to be specific on sharing the data. Okay, so the most important thing, we do many webinars and sharing related to awareness. We did do it online and also before the MCO, okay, early 2020, we did visit every schools, okay, and explain to them what are the benefits of sharing the data, what are the benefits of open science, and how academics what academics have to do to support this kind of initiative lah. Okay, so as for this year, the feedback that we get is, okay, the first one, of course, there are still researchers who refuse, okay, but the good thing is we boleh dikatakan berjaya to include our top management of the university to establish steering committee, as I showed earlier. Okay, so at least the steering committee, we include all the representative from the schools or from the data guardians. Okay, so we are still in the planning to make sure all the data guardians are ready to share the data later on. So that is our approach lah for the time being. So it is a good feedback since we already have a few schools who agree to collaborate with us on collecting the research data and do the sharing later on. Okay, and for your information, through the steering committee, we are also in the process to produce guideline or policy or guideline on open science in USM. So when the guidelines is finished and being endorsed, we will use that as a guide to make sure that researchers will share the data later on. So I think it is the answer lah for the first one. I hope it answer your question, Alia.
Yeah, Alia, you want to say anything? All right. The third one about the any challenges in terms of challenges. Maybe, yeah, Alia have said. Yes. Thank you, Madam.
Okay.
Ramlah.
Okay, welcome.
Okay, so we proceed to a second question. Okay, we got from Shahira. Okay, she wanted to ask two questions. Firstly, about TOT, right? Who organized the TOT and how long the program take place usually? And also, what is the aims of this TOT program? Second question, for the should I read Madam Ramlah, or maybe you want to answer the first question first?
Okay, so I'll answer the first question first. Okay, TOT ni being organized by Academy Science Malaysia. So actually, when they open this TOT program, they will approach our Deputy Vice Chancellor Office. Okay, and Deputy Vice Chancellor Office will come to our division lah, to appoint who are the related person lah that we need to send. Let's say ASM asked for 10 participation from USM. So what library will find a few librarian that is their job scope is related to managing the data. Okay, and also we try to find the researchers in USM. Okay, and we submit all the participants' names to the office lah, and they will deal with the ASM. Okay, so this TOT program will take how long? Okay, so will take 6 months, more or less lah, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, 6 months, and everything is online. Okay, so you have to listen to the video, you have to answer the quiz, you have to answer the case studies. There will be group discussions. Okay, so that kind of thing when you attend the online program lah. Okay, and when you finish, you will given the certificate lah. Okay, and the aims of the program is to produce the data stewards lah. Okay. Because in the program, they will teach you on how to manage the research data and also activities related to open science. Okay, and later on, these data stewards, okay, where every university produce, you will help the researchers, particularly, for example, in USM, we have to help researchers later on when they want to share their data in the respective platform. Okay, later on. So that's the aims of the TOT lah. Because without TOT, how we are going to help the researchers in USM? Kan? So at least you have the knowledge lah from this TOT. Okay ke? Yeah, Ira.
Yeah, but there is another question also. Second question. on the okay, she said about RDM. Can I know the common challenges that occurred in RDM and how do you overcome it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether this is the challenges or not. But in RDM, in terms of, as I mentioned earlier, as I answered to the previous question, so the challenges is to make the researchers agree to share their data. Okay, because most of them is refused because they don't see the benefits of sharing. That the first. Okay, the second one is we have to make sure that researchers aware that data that they are going to share is will be secure. Okay, so the challenges for me, we have to make sure the first thing researchers aware about that, and the second one, we must have a platform which is secure enough that can make your researchers agree to put their data there. And the second one, what are the benefits that researchers will get when they share in that platform? Okay. So the benefit is like we have to make sure that the platform may provide the maybe DOI. Okay. So and another one is the data that being kept is maybe also indexed in the Google or Google Scholar, so that it will increase the citation of the researchers. So that kind of thing for me is among the challenges lah. We have to make sure the platform is strong enough and secure enough lah. I hope it answer. Yeah, Aira.
Yeah, I think very clear. Thank you very much, Madam Ramlah. Alhamdulillah. So actually we are approaching the end of the session. Actually now it's 12 p.m. So I hope that enough for the question. Okay, session question answer and question and answer session. Yeah, thank you very much to the audience who asked the questions, to all the audience, and also to the our speaker. All right, I think before that, all right, thank you so much we end for this part. Okay, so we move before that. So to make the event memorable, okay, let us take a picture together. Okay, I hope everyone can turn on your video so that unfortunately, actually we really hope that the speaker is but cannot, Madam Ramlah.
Sorry for that.
All right, it's okay. Maybe others can turn on your webcam.
Dr. Leni, wait, I try to go to my friend's room.
Sure. All right.
Okay, Dr. Leni.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Let me just wait a moment. Let me just set. All right. Okay, everyone ready? Okay, smile. 1, 2, 3. Wait, one more. 1, 2, 3. Oh, kejap. Dia lari lagi. Kejap ya. My computer a bit slow. I don't know why. Okay, ready eh? 1, 2, smile. I think okay. All right. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. All right, so before we end, I would like to share a few matters here before we end. All right, wait, let me just share screen. Everyone can see my screen? Yeah, I hope everyone can see, yeah? I can't hear any voice. Can anyone say yes? I'm worried that I can't.
Yes, Dr. Reni, you can see.
All right. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm worried that maybe I'm talking while I'm not sharing anything in the screen. All right. So, as I mentioned earlier, today's event is organized by Department of Library Information Science. In short, we call it as the LIS. Okay, I would like to briefly introduce about our department. Okay, you can refer to this poster that I am sharing now. Okay, the department offer master and doctoral program in library information science. The mode of study is coursework and mixed mode, right? So LIS has offered many career options. Okay, for the graduates such as knowledge manager, librarian, information consultant, information scientist, lecturers, yeah, and then and many more. And so there are many benefits that you can gain from this program. Okay, like this is recognized by JPA and LAN, which have very high employment rate, especially for information and knowledge worker. Right, and the fee is affordable and you can get full guidance, okay, for the GOT. So if you are interested to join the LIS program and need to discuss further, you may contact the department, our department, LIS, okay, and or Dr. Zaida as she is our head of department of LIS, or you can directly email to our information, our email address at the LIS at IIUM website. Okay, so that's all. All right, so wait, yeah, I think that's all. Mana nak stop sharing? Yep. Wait, I don't know. Stop. Okay, so that's all. Okay, I think we need to end our sessions. Yeah, so thank you very much. Again, I would like to express my gratitude to Madam Cik Ramlah. Okay, thank you so much. We are looking forward to having you again in the future. Thank you to DLIS, KICT and IT for making this event today's successful. Thank you everyone, okay, for your participation in this event. We hope to see you again next time, inshallah. Before that, let us end today's session with Tasbih Kifaroh and Suratul As. With that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Madam Ramlah. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you, Madam Ramlah. We really get a lot of things today. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Bye, everyone.
All right, bye.